Now let's compare it with Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. Here you have them. I can see little sparkles. This is such a mess. We have the pink. I went ahead and did a poll on my Instagram to know what were your questions. Dior is on fire since the beginning of 2024. Pretty much every single week we have seen a new release from Dior, and I have reviewed all of them. Some of them hits, some of them misses. And if you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, you know what's in this box. The new Dior Forever Glow Star Filter and the new Dior Forever Glow Maximizers. Oh my gosh, this gets me excited. And why I'm excited about these products is because literally with Dior, they do have cream products in terms of foundations and primers, but not really highlighters, not really blushes. So this is definitely something super exciting and new for the brand. Let's just take a minute to appreciate the box. This box is gorgeous. This time around, for springtime, they decided to wrap the box with the same artwork, which I think is just a beautiful touch. I have a hard time to let go of these boxes, let me tell you that. And as per usual, you receive a little gift from Dior with every single purchase. Some samples too. The Forever Glow Star Filter comes in 10 different shades. I got the shade number 2. This product is made in France. It has a shelf life of 12 months and it is skincare infused. It's supposed to give you hydration for up to 24 hours and it is infused with iris root extract. In terms of the Forever Glow Maximizers, they come in 6 different shades. I went ahead and picked up 3 of the shades, and that's why you got me with no makeup on, nothing, completely washed face. And by the way, if you're new here to my channel, welcome to all of you, my dear beautiful friends. As per usual, I'm filming in natural light with a 4K camera. If you see a change and variation on the lighting, is because I don't have a switch to turn on and off the sun or the clouds. It's a little bit of a weird day because we're supposed to have a storm tomorrow. So anyhow, we're gonna do the best that we can. Let's start with the Forever Glow Star Filter. It comes in a glass packaging. Like I said before, I got it in the shade number 2. It also comes with a pump, and this product is supposed to give you that filter effect. I know everybody's like Charlotte Tilbury. I know, we're gonna compare it in a second. Let me just go ahead and swatch this baby. We're gonna swatch it here on my hand. So as you can tell, it does have some density, not super dense. I feel on my hand, it feels very hydrating, but it does have somewhat of coverage. Do you see right there? And the luminosity is kind of a medium luminosity. It doesn't seem like very metallic-y. Now let's swatch the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I know. There's not even a name in here anymore. Is the shade number 3. And this one comes with a doe foot applicator. Shade number 3. You know what? Well, shade number 3 in comparison with shade number 2 from DIOR, it seems like it has a little bit more warmth to it. Not really lighter. It's just the one from Charlotte looks a little bit warmer in tone. Okay, I'm gonna just put a little bit on this Hindash palette. And with a BK Beauty 109 brush, I'm just gonna start dabbing and spreading the product. And now let's apply it on the face. Now, I do have enlarged pores on this area of my face. I do have not much redness, but just a tiny bit. I do have fine lines, sunspots too, and all those signs of aging on my 4th floor. I think most of you know what I mean with that. Over 40 years old. Very glowy. Now this product, you can use it alone or you can mix it in with your foundation. That is some immediate glow. Does it look fake or thin-like? No, it doesn't. It looks like I have just applied some sort of hydrating cream. Now let's compare it with Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is not the most sanitary, like putting it inside out, but it is what it is. Using a BK Beauty 101 brush. So it's a little bit different than the 109 brush in terms of the size. And I'm just gonna spread this baby. Here you go, Charlotte Tilbury and Dior. What do you think? I think the one from Dior, it's a little bit brighter, but we have to give it that the one from Charlotte Tilbury is closer to my skin tone. You see right here how it blends better with my skin tone. The one from Dior, it looks just a little bit brighter on my skin tone. It seems like it's a little bit not too light, but just a dash lighter. And I'm honest with you, I was afraid to go with the shade number 3 because it looked very deep, but it may be that that one could be better for my skin tone. This one doesn't leave me a veil, but another thing that I noticed immediately with the one from Dior is that it's more pearlized. I think you can tell right here. You see the one from Charlotte Tilbury? It does have that filter effect, it gives that glow, but this one is more pearly. For foundation, I'm going to be using this Beauty by Christian Louboutin. It is a foundation that I have been loving quite a bit since I have tried it. And some of you had asked me about the difference between this foundation and the one from Prada. And just to answer that question, I feel the one from Prada starts a little bit more natural matte. This one does have a little bit more, not like a glow, but more of like a skin-like natural hydrated finish from the get-go. And I'm using a stippling brush. This is super important when you want the glow from your primer to really peek through. And I'm using the Sheer Buffer by Sonia G. All the products, as per usual, I will have them on the description box below with the links, also on the YouTube shop. If you don't know what is a YouTube shop, here on the screen, I think it's on this side, you will see like a little tiny picture. You just click on it and you should be able to see the products tagged in. Obviously, they are all affiliate links, and thank you so much if you decide to shop through my links, whether through the YouTube shop future or through the links on the description box below. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, and as you were able to tell, I used just a little dot of this product, and I can still see the glow peeking through on my skin. See that? It's very, very, very natural, very soft. The foundation did not cover it. I still can see my sunspots, my freckles peeking through. I'm gonna use the same foundation. The same amount is tiny, a tiny amount what I use, and I'm gonna go with the same brush. And just give a light layer on my skin. Now, do you see a difference? I think this one you can still see through the glow from the one from Dior. The one from Charlotte Tilbury is not covered, but it's just a little bit softer. I went ahead and applied a little bit of concealer, zero powder, as you're able to tell. And also I applied this new lipstick by Clé de Peau from the Precious Lipstick Collection. I actually just uploaded my review. I think it will be yesterday by the time that I'm uploading this video. So anyhow, I have been in a kick for everything that has to do with lips, because look at me. I got the Guerlain New Lip Oil Summer Fridays. Prada, they also have added new shades to their lipstick line. So I went ahead and purchased 12 of them. So you're going to be seeing these reviews of the Guerlain lip oils, etc. pretty soon on my YouTube channel, and I will greatly appreciate if you can help me by watching them and also sharing my content, because some content does amazing on my channel and some other content is like crickets, and it's discouraging because I know the easy way to gain more followers, it is if I just dedicate myself to do just TikTok. But the main reason why I started my channel, one of the things that I really wanted to share with all of you is give you the correct and proper information of the products, mostly when we're talking about luxury, which is what my channel is mainly focused. So it is honestly very discouraging when views are so low. Anyhow, my friends, little rant. Let's go back to the Dior Forever Glow Maximizers. I got them in 3 shades: pink, pearly, and peachy. Here you have them. glass bottle, beautiful. And these are a multitasking product. They come in 6 different shades, and depending on your skin tone, say for example for me will be the deepest shade. I can even use it as a bronzer, you can use it as blush, you can use it as highlighter, you can use it mixed in with your foundation, before your foundation, after your foundation, etc. Today, because I'm also reviewing the Star Filter, we're going to be using it a little bit more as blush. Let's go first with a Forever Glow Maximizer in pink. Give it a quick swatch right here. Now this is a pearly pink, pretty light pink, like a baby pink. And although I have here in front of me some from Charlotte Tilbury, the ones with a wand, there's not really a shade like this, even Pillow Talk. And here I have Pink Gossam by Charlotte Tilbury. I know Charlotte Tilbury must be like, really? Pink Gossam, as you can tell, is like way, way darker. I think if anything, let's go with Pillow Talk. There you have it. Now Pillow Talk is closer to this shade, although it's still deeper. Do you see right there? It is deeper. On these ones, you get a doe foot applicator. Let's just tap 1 and 2. And at DIOR's website, it actually shows to just dab it in with your finger. Obviously, you can use a sponge, but you see like it doesn't really leave like a very strong hint of pink. Now let's go with Peachy. Now this is getting just a tiny bit deeper. And I'm just going to apply it a little bit, kind of going towards the front of the cheek, just because it's a little bit deeper in tone. Now this product is reflecting, but it's not really emphasizing my enlarged pores. It's not like setting on my enlarged pores either. I'm going to take this same shade and apply it a little bit towards the back. What do you think? Definitely not a replacement for a bronzer. I think if anything, I will have to get something very, very deep. I'm going to use the same shade right here. In terms of the consistency, it's very lightweight and it's not lifting up the foundation. Now I'm going to use again a little bit of the pink shade. Tiny amount. You know, these more than highlighters, they act like luminizer, where you don't really see a trace of the pigment strongly on your face. But at least these lighter shades on my skin tone, they're definitely leaning more as highlighters. Now let's go for pearly one. Just try one dot right here, one dot right here, and I'm just going to apply a little bit right here. Okay, I thought it was going to be more frosty, but I don't feel like it's frosty. I see that there's a little bit of particles, but very fine, that are not too obvious. And the product is very hydrating too. Now this has a little bit of a chief of kind of bluish, seems like. You know what? I went ahead and purchased the new highlighters from Chanel's Spring Collection, so definitely I will be swatching them against each other just to see the difference. I don't see a white cast, but I see there's little tiny particles on the pearly white. Now you can also use these products on your eyelids as eyeshadows. I'm gonna go with the peachy one first. Ooh, now that's very pretty. And it's hydrating too, and it's so lightweight that it doesn't feel heavy on the eyelids. This is a BK Beauty 206 brush. Now that's beautiful. And so soft too. And I'm applying the pink maximizers on the mobile eyelid. mascara and a dash of cream bronzer is on. Again, all the products will be on the description box below. I'm going next with the Forever Glow Maximizer in the peachy shade. And I'm going to be using this Chantecaille Buff and Blur brush. And I'm just, usually when I wear these kind of like off-shoulder tops, I like to apply some sort of luminizer on my shoulders, decollete area. And you can definitely apply it with, I'm pretty sure with your fingers, but just gonna use this brush. Just nice, that's nice. I like when you can use a product in a multitude of ways. And it's so translucent, honestly, that I'm not, too concerned that it looks patchy or like an odd shade either. And while I was applying the mascara and the bronzer, I went ahead and did another swatches here. So let me tell you what I have here. So we were done with Pillow Talk. Then I swatched Glow Gasm in Pink Gasm right over here. And then one of my favorite products from Chanel are the Numero 1 enhancers. These are really good and they do have more coverage. They are moisturizing, not really hydrating, but more moisturizing more than anything. So I went ahead and swatched soft pink right here, so in order basically, then medium coral over here, and then the last shade, which is the deepest shade, and that I usually use it even as a bronzer, Intense Amber, this shade over here. Then I swatched the Chanel Leblanc Rosy Light Drops on this side here. And lastly, I swatched the newest Le Beige Healthy Winter Glow Primer in the shade Icy Beige. And that one I swatched it here. So you can see a little bit of a trace because this is a primer that is super translucent. It gives that pearlized effect, but it's very, very translucent. And I know this is limited edition, so it's coming back and forth on Chanel's website, as well as other retailers. I try to keep you posted on my Instagram whenever I see it back in stock. But one that I found very similar is the DIOR Glow Veil Primer. Now, this is a moisturizing primer. And let me just show it to you here too. Let's see, how do we do this so you can see it? Okay, so this is the one from Chanel. I'm gonna do it here. Where is by my thumb? See right there? They are very, very close. And this one doesn't have any shimmer particles or nothing. It's actually hydration to the max. Perhaps the one Icy Beige from Chanel, it does have more of a beigey undertone. This one doesn't leave a white cast, but it's a little bit more pearly in tone. Now, what I think about these products, our darling must be on fire. She must be so exhausted and done that so many brands are kind of copying her product. But you know what? When something is so good, there's something to say that there is a compliment when your product is so good that other brands want to jump on the wagon and kind of do their own version of it. It's not actually exactly the same. I mean, it's not that Dior or even Elf, if we go to the drugstore, they have the exact same recipe and magic product as Charlotte Tilbury. But this is one of those game changer products that came out, what, I think 5 or even 6 years ago? Something like that, right, friends? Yeah, I remember a long time ago. Is Dior late to the party? Perhaps a little. They have waited a long time to formulate something alike to this very viral product, but they have done it in a really nice way. I really love that from the get-go, they started with 10 shades. And because of the nature of the product, they don't need to be an exact shade match for you. But for example, on my case, I think I want to try the shade number 3, because what about if I want to wear it all along without any foundation? I can do so with the one from Charlotte Tilbury. While the Forever Glow Star Filter from Dior, I feel like it's a little bit not too shiny, not too glowy, but it's a little bit more obvious that I have some sort of makeup-y product on my face. Now, what I can tell you is that I feel the hydration. I feel that it pairs really well with the foundation itself too. It didn't really change it that much, but you can see, I mean, like you can see right there, right? The glow, not only on the side that I apply the highlighters, but you can see even right here, the glow, it's more pronounced than the one from Charlotte Tilbury. So give and take on that. Obviously, it's going to depend how you use it, with what products you use it, if you want to wear it alone or not, finding the right shade for you. From the selection that they do have up to right now, do I like the product? I like it as a primer more than a standalone kind of product. At the moment, my first impressions from the shade number 2, it is that I will use it under foundation, while the one from Charlotte Tilbury, I can still use it under foundation or all alone. Now, these are first impressions. I'm gonna go ahead and get the shade number 3 and see if it will match better my skin tone, and if then I feel that I can wear it like the one from Charlotte Tilbury. Hopefully it makes sense, and that's why it's so important that if you're not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Here I bring you very helpful information about new products, aside to other things like blogs, fashion. I mean, we go shopping together to different places. We have a lot of fun here on this channel, but stay tuned because I will let you know my final verdict, most likely on current favorites or monthly favorites. But what about the Forever Glow Maximizers? This is a product that got me really excited because, again, they're chameleonic. They are hydrating. They are not really thick. They do carry more pigment than the Star Filter for sure, but I think not enough pigment for my skin tone. I mean, I cannot really see as if I have a blush on my skin tone. So I think the deeper shades may work better for me. Like there's a deeper pink shade that I will really like to try. But the good thing about this product is that they are more of a luminizer. So not really a highlighter. There's some translucency on the actual product that is really beautiful, that it makes your skin feel hydrated and not feeling heavy. Like all the amount of product that I have right now, it's all cream product, and I don't feel any heaviness on my skin. I don't feel like my skin is going to start melting down. And by the way, I will be leaving on the description box or even a pinned comment on how the products wear throughout the day too. Now, going back again through the shades. The shades are very light. I like this shade for my skin tone, and this shade is gorgeous too. It reminds me a lot to the Rosy Glow by Chanel, perhaps a little bit more pigmented, really beautiful. This one, I don't like it. I can see little sparkles, shimmers, glittery, like even if they are tiny, they are there and they don't look pearlized. They don't look natural. So this is, to me, this shade in particular is a no for me. But if you have fair skin tone, basically snow white, I'm sure this will look beautiful on you. It will, the little sparkles, they are not going to be as noticeable as they are on my skin tone, because I don't know, like I look very close on my skin. If these two had any sparkles, even applying it right here where they are my enlarged pores, and I don't see any sparkles. I don't see any type of shimmers or glitter. So I feel like these two, they do not have anything of that. I mean, like I had been looking with the mirror very, very close, but here on my nose where I apply the pearly one, I can see those sparkles, and honestly, this one, no, I don't like it. If anything, I like these two, and I think DIOR beat a little bit Charlotte Tilbury, not in terms of the finish, because I feel like Charlotte Tilbury carries more pigment, that you can really see the shade beautifully, and she has so many different shades. But the packaging, this is such a mess. It's a waste of product. The sponge is just so annoying. I mean, I use it and really I don't complain about it. Makeup is makeup, but I think the applicator here is for the winner if we were to compare them. So it depends a lot on what you're looking for. If you want some translucency, that luminizer kind of effect, I mean, to me, these are like the DIOR luminizers, the ones that they are powder in a melted format. That's what they are, literally. And even if you think about the Westman Atelier loaded tinted highlighters, the ones that are creamy on the pan, just like that. Imagine those in a melted form. I know Westman Atelier, she has the super loaded ones in the liquid version, but those are not the same. I mean, yes, they are melted, but these are more alike to those. Pretty interesting, huh? How they cross. So if you're more into the liquid format, you're gonna love these shades. They look very pretty, but definitely I would like to get a deeper shade on these just to see how they look more as a blush, because they don't give me that teen man kind of effect. No, I don't feel like I look like a stainless steel kind of bald. I don't feel like I look anything like that. I feel that my makeup in general, it's that very clean girl kind of look, very like minimalistic, barely there, filtered, a little bit perfected. That's how I feel about these products. Okay, my friends, I really hope that it is helpful for you. That is the most important thing. And if it is helpful to you, well, it will be very helpful for me if you give it a thumbs up, if you share it with family and friends, if you subscribe to my channel. It's completely free. When you think about subscription, sometimes we think we have to pay for something. No, you don't have to pay for anything. This content is completely free. And make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads and you don't miss any of my notifications on my community tab. That's how I let you know whenever there's a new product release, a back stock alert. And another way to keep in communication too is if you are on Instagram, because I'm also on Instagram, so come and follow me there. And since we're on the topic of Instagram, I went ahead and did a poll on my Instagram to know what were your questions about these products. And one of you asked, are the shades similar to the DIOR powder highlight quads? What a great question. Thank you so much, Holly Ann 104. So this is the ultra popular one. This is a great question here, girl. Okay, so we have the pink. I think this is a little bit deeper in tone. Well, these other two really not much, at least for the ones that I have gotten. And there's the white. Did I ever swatch the white one? Oh my gosh, I never swatched the white, the pearly white. Hello. Let's swatch it. Here we go. Pearly white right there. There's some translucency. I'm just gonna put it right next to it. Not really. I think if anything, when you are applying it, the finish is gonna be alike, but to me they are more alike to the luminizers, like I said, the ones that DIOR highlighters in singles. Now let's go with this one because that's a peachy kind of shade. I don't have arms here, but there you have it. And once again, right here, you see there's more translucency on the powder side. Next question. So excited for these. Are they similar to the Charlotte Tilbury's Flawless Filter? I already answered that, girl. Thank you for asking. Which one do you like the most? Well, it's hard to tell. Like I said, first impressions, I think I already wrapped it up a little. Is the bronze one suitable as an eyeshadow? Oh, great question right there. To me, as an eyeshadows, they are definitely creasing. Right here, look. It's all creasing already. So you will have to set it. I don't think, I mean, like, I understand the concept, but if you have eyelids like mine, that you have, you know, like fine lines, that you have faults, I don't think so. A comparison with Armani, I'm sorry, I do not have Armani liquid highlighters on my collection. Not that I recall. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't. I only have foundation, liquid eyeshadows too, but those are really good liquid eyeshadows. These are not really eyeshadows if that was what you are referring to. And then another question here, beautiful haul. How do you use glow maximizers? Well, I already showed it. Thank you so much to all who participated. I know there will be more questions, but I needed to film this video. Okay, friends, this makes it for this video. Thank you so much again for watching. If you're on TikTok, come and follow me there. If you're not done watching my content, I will be leaving a couple other videos at the end of the screen that I'm sure you're gonna love. Please give them love. Until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.